Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Matt here, and this is Nabs Fight Media coming at you with another video. So, today I just want to talk a little bit about an update on Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about it being coming this year in October. They're saying Las Vegas, but obviously the details aren't really set in stone at all. But just a little bit of an update. They're saying that Terence Crawford, it's a rumor. Obviously, I doubt you'll hear it from him himself saying that, like his team, but essentially he wanted to make sure that there was a rematch clause. So if this first fight were to happen, they sign the contract, it has to be included. A rematch clause has to be included. So let's say Terrence loses, the decision gets stopped, whatever. He loses, there has to be a rematch, so he would have to have a chance. Obviously, like any fight fan would want to see a rematch, but isn't it? It's kind of weird to see that he's asking for it. From what everybody's saying, this is a 50-50 fight, and you would think that each guy has like a great level of confidence, and it's just weird to see that he wants to make sure that there's a rematch clause. But I understand. Maybe deep down he sees something potentially happening. There's something that he might see, but he would never admit it. None of their camp would never admit that they're worried, but it's not exactly a good sign when it comes to confidence if you're a Bud fan. But I personally don't think, like I've been saying it from the start, I don't think Errol Spence is gonna have too much trouble with Bud. Not gonna lie, I think Terrence might be an easier opponent than Sean Porter, to be honest, because Sean, he forced the fight. It's going to be more tactical with Errol and Terence Crawford, because like these guys, I feel like they respect each other. But once Errol kind of like figures Terence out, even though a lot of people are saying Terence is going to figure Errol out, I think Errol figures out Terence, and I think he stops him. Not gonna lie, I have like a 9th round stoppage in favor of Errol Spence, just because I think everyone's saying that Errol takes too many chances sometimes that he doesn't need to take. I think Bud leaves himself really vulnerable in the pocket exchanges. We've seen him against Mean Machine get hurt. I've seen Sean Porter catch his attention before. We've seen him in bad situations before. So obviously Errol had in the fight against Ugas, he lost focus and got hit with that shot, but I don't think he was really hurt by it. Like it was definitely a scary time, just like protect yourself at all times. But I don't see that kind of thing happening, especially in this kind of a fight of this magnitude. But it's interesting to see that Terrence or his camp wants a rematch clause. They must see something. Maybe they think, who knows, maybe they think the judging could be weird or something. But I don't know. It's not a good sign if you're a Terrence fan. But I personally think Earl's going to pull this one out. My prediction is a stoppage win, but if he gets the decision, it's whatever. Would I be surprised if Terrence wins? Not terribly, but I really do think Errol wins this fight. Stylistically, his jab, he has to Terence Crawford has to find a way to get in without getting caught with something crazy. Same with Errol. If he wants to get his shots off, they both have to be in and out. Staying in the pocket too long, I think staying in the pocket too long benefits Errol and hurts Terence. But Tim Bradley said he expects Terence to be in the southpaw stance more than and he expects Terence Crawford to be in the southpaw stance more. But I don't know. He says that's his better stance, but I don't know. It depends. It depends on how the fight goes. Like, we'll see what both fighters bring to the table, because I could see this fight going in like a crazy. I literally could see it being a stoppage win for either guys, a decision win for either guys, but I'm really leaning towards Spence for some reason, more than 50-50. I'd say maybe 60-40 for me. Give it to Spence. I think he's just the more technically and fundamentally sound fighter. I think he's disciplined. I don't see him getting hit with anything. Actually, I don't want to say that. Bud's very unpredictable. He has a deep bag when it comes to all the tools that he could pull out, and he does have a great talent and feel for boxing when it comes to adjusting, figuring a guy out. But I think figuring a guy out, you could already know what Earl's gonna do. He's gonna use a jab. He's gonna he's gonna fight on the outside, and then once he figures you out, he might get on the inside, stay in the pocket, exchange with you, and eventually hurt you. Once he he downloads data too. You know, I feel like a lot of people are underrating Spence's fight IQ. But just hopefully this fight just happens. You know, it's good for the fans. I want to see it get done. Whether or not, you know, if there's a rematch, even better. Like, I don't think anybody would mind seeing a rematch between these two, because even if the fight goes any way, it like doesn't really matter. People are still gonna want to see a rematch. So, hey man, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get this fight done. But yeah, like, Terence, I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Do you guys think this means that Terence is afraid of Errol Spence? Do you think he's afraid he's gonna lose? Their team sees something. Do you guys think like it's more of his team, or is it Errol himself? Like, it could also be the people negotiating, and then they say that they say that Bud is scared. You know, these narratives, we don't really know. I'm just saying it's a weird sign to hear that rumor just in general. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm definitely gonna read them, and then maybe we'll go back to some of them. But I want to thank you guys for watching. This is the end of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know, all my ads are at NASFight Media, all social media platforms, so check everything out. It's been your boy Matt here. Thank you guys for watching again, and peace.